Thank you for tuning in to the Micro but Mighty Business Podcast with the Columbus Chamber. I am your host, Abiona Harper, and in today's podcast, we'll be talking to Priscila Teixera, owner of Columbus Fashion Academy, where Columbus Fashion Academy's mission is to transform lives through fashion. The vision is for all people to experience Columbus as an authentic global fashion capital, with core values being education, people, planet, and artistic freedom. Please help me welcome Columbus Fashion Academy owner, Priscila Teixera. Hi, Priscila. Thank you for joining us for the Micro but Mighty Business Podcast with the Columbus Chamber.
Oh, my pleasure. So glad to be here, Biana. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So glad to have you. So let's just jump right in. Can you tell me what was the driving force behind starting a fashion business with the mission to empower and unite people from diverse backgrounds?
Well, that kind of we can go in two ways. I can go all the way back to childhood, which is kind of how this really started back when I was a teenager. And then kind of fast forward to just recent years. So
awesome. Walk us through the Columbus Fashion Academy and how it came to be current.
Okay, so I grew up in São Paulo, Brazil, and I went to a Catholic school, and back there, like middle school, elementary, middle, high school, it's all together in one building. So there was like 5,000 kids literally in one gigantic building. Everybody wearing the same uniform and looking the same. I'm like, okay, this is a problem. I gotta solve. My brain's always like, how do I solve this problem? So I'm like, okay, this is not right. We are not all the same. We should not all be looking the same. How can I solve the problem but still following the rules? So that's when I came up with jewelry. I'm like, that's something that is not on the rules that, you can wear jewelry. It doesn't say you can't. And it can make us unique and can kind of give us that superpower. I think that's something that I believe that wearing what you love every day, it's kind of our motto at Columbus Fashion Academy. So that's when I'm like, okay, that's something we can wear, something we love, but still have our uniform. So that's kind of how it started. It's like a few decades back. Fast forward to most recent years, I had my kids, had 3 kids, and they went to Wycliffe, and they're recruiting for after-school program. And one of the presidents, like the parent president, came and invited me to be a teacher, like to do one of the classes. And I said, I don't have an educational, I don't have a degree to be an educator, like technically college or something like that. It's like, no, you don't need to have, it's not college, it's just for the after-school kids. You just need to be an expert, and you are an expert in fashion. I'm like, I can talk about fashion all day long. And I have, done all different kind of roles and played so many different things, and I know the power that it has and how much it can help every single age, but especially kids. As a mom, seeing, from bullying to the inability to communicate, and it's something that got even worse after the pandemic. Breaks my heart to see every day as a mom, as an educator, and I know how powerful it is when you wear something that you love. So I'm like, okay, I can help. So my natural is always somebody asks for help. I'm like, yes, sure. And then we'll figure out how we'll make that. So that's kind of how it started. And then from there, it just grew no stop. It started with one school, and then it grew to 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have more schools that would like us to be there than we have the capacity to be. And it's just absolutely, it sells in minutes. Everybody absolutely loves it. It's so powerful. It's absolutely magical. And to see the kids having that joy, have that confidence, feeling that power, realizing that they are beautiful, unique as they are, each one of them. There is nothing better. It's exhausting, but there is nothing better. I always tell our team, we are always exhausted, but there is absolutely nothing better. So anyways, that's kind of where we are right now.
Wow, I love that, giving a little bit of flair to those environments where there is a uniform required. I know having children myself, I love the uniform concept because it's thoughtless when you get ready in the morning, right? But I went to high school and wore a uniform, so I do understand the desire to have that uniqueness, right? There's just something that it makes you feel powerful, whether, like you said, whether it's with your jewelry, your socks, your shoes. There's somewhere that you want to kind of make your own statement about who you are personally. So I love that you are empowering youth by wearing what you love every day, even if it's something small as jewelry or what have you, because it can be very powerful. It kind of, like you said, it helps you tap into that superpower. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You've painted quite a canvas for us. It reminds me of maybe a scene out of Project Runway which is one of my favorite shows. But how you take pattern inspirations or textures and let the students have a variety of different garments to choose from to turn them into a piece of art in their own right as a part of their creative expression. I know that when we were in Accelerate, you had talked about sustainability and that we really don't need to produce any more clothes, that we have more than enough. And you just kind of touched on that point. But talk to us again about the state of fashion and just the waste that is in the fashion industry, where we are with that, and some of your projects and initiatives in repurposing this clothing, because as you said, you've been popping tags since the 70s, as we call it, right? And so it really speaks to, every time I see you, you look like a fashion plate. You know, it's something very trendy and fashion forward, and it's because it's not cookie cutter. It's not something that I can go into a department store and pick up off the rack. These are pieces that you have chosen by hand and put them together, and you make for a stunning model. So talk to us more about sustainability and waste in the fashion industry.
Well, thank you. So we have, the state fast fashion, it's a gigantic problem. And what I tell children and adults, everyone, is that we cannot stop fast fashion right now, but we can definitely slow it down. And we all can do it every single day at home from little actions. So one number that kids, I'll just throw like 2 or 3 big alarming data out there. As of now, if all the manufacturers would stop producing clothes, and just what we have already on the retail, on the floors of retail, and I'm not talking about thrift stores, that inventory is not accounted for, just on regular retail stores. We have already manufactured clothes to dress humanity for the next 6 to 8 generations. That is between 230 to 250 years.
Wow.
That, if we do nothing else, that is already out there. The same, a garbage truck, that one that comes, to our house once a week to pick up the trash, that size of a garbage truck, completely full of fabric, is being dumped on the landfill or incinerated.
Wow.
Every second.
Wow.
Just do the math what that means. So it's a lot that needs done, and we all can kind of get better. And I tell one thing, I want to make a point, I want to make sure I don't forget. When I was telling the kids, there is nothing, I love Zara, for example, totally fast fashion, but I love H&M. So anyways, I always tell, if you're going to be buying from one of the brands that we know, it's something that is not handmade, which means most likely fast fashion. Don't care if it's Anthropology, it's fast fashion. So if you're going to buy from there, nothing wrong with it, as long as you absolutely love that piece. So then you wear over and over and over and over and over and over and over, which means also that you're going to buy less. So be more intentional. So the consumerism, the consumption needs to drop. We need to be more aware of and extend the life of the garments.
Looking forward, what's next for Columbus Fashion Academy?
We need a place so people can come, where we can hold, and where all the supplies are there. So, but what is this place? So I'm in the middle of discussing that. Another is we need a lot of people we need multiple Priscilas and Priscila's teams, right? How are we going to do that? So we are kind of discussing a pilot program where we would be training teachers inside the classrooms, and then the teachers can be delivering, of course, not every single piece and part, but at least the big message from what we need immediately. We need the power from the sustainability to the confidence, the individuality. Those are things that can be delivered. We just need to train and then get them. So that's other thing we are discussing. Can we create this model where it can be replicated and spread inside every single classroom? So this way, more children can be reached faster than 50 years from now, because we need it now.
Yes.
So it's
we need more Priscilas now.
Yeah. So from that to swap parties. Every time we're done, everybody's like, this is so awesome. It's ours. I'm like, yes, we need more of those. We need them all over. Great activity would be where people, bring whatever in your closet that you're not wearing anymore. Let's bring it. That's a great 1 hour lunch where people are just kind of hanging out to talk, because everybody loves talking about fashion or clothes. Well, not everybody, but a lot. Or to make fun of it. If they don't like to shop, they will love to make fun of it. So one or another, you hit it. My point is, you're going to get everybody there together. And then we can be swapping things and taking with themes. So there's so many things that can be done. So we are kind of right now in the middle of kind of creating strategy for 2025 and for the next 5 years.
So there's no need to reinvent the wheel. There's more than enough clothing in circulation. So repurpose it. I love that.
Yeah.
Finding new homes for gently used items.
Exactly.
Could you tell our listeners how they can stay connected and follow along your journey, and how to get in touch with you?
You can find me most on LinkedIn. That's where I write. I love writing, and I'm always blogging. So I'm on LinkedIn the most. But for Columbus Fashion Academy, I post on it. Well, our hashtag is Columbus, or just our tagline. What's the name of? I totally blanked the name. But to follow us, just follow Columbus Fashion Academy. On all the socials is the same. Another, I would highly recommend going to our website, which is columbusfashionacademy.com, and sign up for our newsletter. I usually don't send much news, but when I do stop to write, I usually put on a newsletter for those who are subscribers.
Okay, awesome. Well, I am excited for you and the Columbus Fashion Academy team. I can't wait to see what's next, and I'm looking forward to National Wardrobe Swap Day.
Let's do it.
For all things for fashion, please follow Priscila on social media, and we look forward to seeing what's next for you and your team. Thank you, Priscila.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Micro But Mighty Business Podcast with the Columbus Chamber. We hope the stories shared and insights gained have inspired you to reflect on your own path and the endless possibilities that lie ahead. Remember, every entrepreneur's journey is marked by moments of challenge and triumph, and it's the lessons learned along the way that pave the road to success. Keep pushing boundaries, stay committed to your vision, and never stop dreaming big. Until next time, keep nurturing your entrepreneurial spirit and watch as your business grows from strength to strength. You can connect with the Columbus Chamber online at columbus.org, and you can reach me, your host, Abiona Harper, on LinkedIn. Farewell, and here's to your continued success in the world of entrepreneurship. Cheers.